My name is Bridget Fiscus, and this is Chris Fiscus. We attend the North Fort Worth Compass location. We've been going to Compass since 2019, and this is our rooted story. Prior to Rooted, I felt like I was just kind of in a rut. I felt like I was just going through the motions. I felt like I was just putting on a happy face for my kids, for my family, for the public. But behind closed doors, and of course behind the cute photos and videos that you post of your family and your kids, there was darkness. I was going through some major anxiety. I had postpartum depression. I had feelings of loneliness and just not really having a purpose. I felt like I was just being a mom and working. And so I didn't really like the route that my life was taking.
We would come to church. It felt like we were really just checking a box. We would come when it was convenient. Anthony was talking about how we should sign up for Rooted, one day doing announcements, and then he kind of played it off like a joke, but he basically said, hey guys out there, if you haven't done anything for Christmas special for your wife, think about Rooted.
I've always heard about it. I've heard different testimonies about Rooted, but it was something that I wanted us both to be all in on, and I never wanted to do something where I felt like I was pushing Chris to do it.
I'd felt called to just bite the bullet and do it. So I finally just said yes and decided to get her a secret present in the tree, and in that envelope was just a little note saying that we're all in for Rooted.
I was so happy. I knew that this was only going to be the beginning for us, and it was probably my favorite Christmas gift I've ever received in my entire life.
When I first started Rooted, I was super uncomfortable, didn't know what to expect, never really been part of any small groups like that, never really told my story to people. Always felt like I was bigger than that. I didn't need to tell my story and that it couldn't impact anybody. But honestly, once I started telling my story, I didn't realize how powerful it was to just speak it out loud. Really just gained a new sense of confidence here in the church and to be able to serve and realizing my story can impact others.
After Rooted, now those things like depression and anxiety and loneliness, those things don't have a hold of me anymore. And even though those things still do creep up sometimes, I know that I have a church family that I can do this with, and friends, and a closer relationship with my husband. I feel like we understand each other better going through Rooted.
If you're on the fence about joining Rooted, I would say give it a shot. Say yes. I've been trying to say yes to God in different aspects of my life, and what happens is I'm usually feeling much better after, or I'm gaining something from it every time. I never left a Rooted session feeling bad or thinking, oh, I wish we wouldn't have done that.
You will not regret it. You will gain confidence. You will gain a relationship with God that's stronger. And if you've lost a relationship with God, you will get that back through Rooted.
Giving Bridget the gift of Rooted for Christmas was probably the best gift I could have ever gotten her.